Hello everyone, welcome to JEETNEET channel. Welcome back to the second part of the evolution, right? In the previous part, if you have observed the video carefully, I have told you in the starting itself, the brief account of evolution. Most of the students will feel difficulty to understand the evolution chapter of NCERT. I am just trying to understand how the NCERT framed this chapter. Maximum students or maximum YouTube channels will not give you this glance. Please try to watch the first video, then come back to the second video. This is a part 2. I am going to discuss in this video the origin of Earth. In the previous video, the title of this video will be as Big Bang Theory, right? So Big Bang Theory, in that I have given you the glance of the chapter totally, then come back to the second video, that is the origin of Earth. Okay, how the origin of Earth is happened? Obviously, right, the origin of Earth is one of the fascinating the origin of Earth is a fascinating story we can consider, right? So, and this origin of Earth has taken some spans of billions of years together to form this Earth, right, which we are surviving on this Earth now. And this Earth, it includes the cosmic gases and geological events was happening, and the biological evolution is happening, which is happening continuously on this Earth. Lot of events is happening here, right? And this origin of Earth was first time the origin of Earth was happened in the which year beta? 4.5 billion years ago, right? In the previous video, in the Big Bang of Theory, we have discussed that the origin of universe I have told you clearly, right? Origin of universe was happened 20 billion years ago. After 20 billion years ago, when the origin of universe was happened, in this video I am going to discuss about the origin of Earth, right? From origin of Earth, universe, the 20 billion years ago to until now, whatever the 4.5 billion years ago the Earth has formed, there is a time gap between these two beta here now, right? So 20 billion years ago, the origin of universe is happened. The origin of universe is happened. And now 4.5 billion years ago, that is the origin of Earth. In the sense, I can able to frame one question here like as the time gap between the origin of Earth, origin of universe with the origin of Earth. What can you tell me the answer for this here now? The time gap between the origin of universe and the origin of Earth, right? So please try to answer the question in the comment section, right? The time gap between the origin of universe and the origin of Earth. It can be a frame question, and these billion years can also able to be asked you like as a million years ago, that is a MYA. They may change these points into as a million years also. Okay, now let me come to the exact point of origin of Earth, how it is happened. Now I am teaching about that conditions on Earth when the origin of Earth was happened. I am talking about the origin of Earth, in the sense first time the Earth formation, when it was happened, what are the conditions on the Earth here, right? So imagine now beta, what will be the conditions on the Earth when the Earth was formed for the first time. First time beta, all these things you have to get imagine. The evolution chapter itself, when you are reading the chapter of NCERT of evolution, you will be finding one point like as there will be a one conjectured stories, right? There will be one word in the NCERT, that is a conjectured stories. It means as the total evolution chapter, the origin of universe, in that origin of universe, the origin of Earth, on this Earth, how the first life is formed, all these stories are the conjectured stories, means imaginary stories, fiction stories beta. We don't know that how the Earth was origin, we did not saw it also. When the universe was origin also, we did not know that. And when the life is formed on the Earth first time also, we did not know that, because after the life origin, the evolution is happened, then finally we arrived on this Earth, isn't it here? So we don't know that all this story how it is happened. Whatever the story we are discussing here, you have to imagine that one better. It might have happened. The fiction stories will be there in childhood. My grandmother used to tell these fiction stories actually. We have to imagine, okay, that will be like this, this will be like this. So you have to imagine this origin of Earth also in that fiction story better. First, you imagine the thing. when the earth was formed for the first time, the conditions on the earth was, first, the earth was very hot beta, right? The earth was very hot, it was actually, because we know that in the previous video we told that the Big Bang theory was happened because of huge explosion. You watch that video, you will come to know exactly the imagination of Big Bang theory, right? So earth surface was very hot beta, the temperature was around, generally we used to consider it as a 800 to 900 degrees Celsius, or maybe some books might have written like as a some 1000 degrees Celsius the temperature was there when the earth was formed for the first time. Plus, second thing, on the earth but a lot of volcanic eruptions was happening, volcanic activities was happening. Everyone knows that what is volcanic eruption, right? The lava is going to come out of that eruptions, whatever is happening, volcanic activities was continuously happening. No life beta, nothing is there, kuch bhi nahi hai, right? So just their hot temperature was very hot beta, right? Now we are having the temperature is around just 40 degrees or 42 degrees or 47. In summer it may reach to 50 also. 50 only, right? So at that time it was around 800 to 900 or maybe thousands also it was there. You imagine how much the temperature was very hot, very high it was there when the earth was formed for the first time. Second thing, volcanic eruptions was happening. Because of this volcanic eruption also the temperature will be the very high beta. Thunders was happening continuously. Thunders, you know, right? Now we will get the thunders only when the rainfall is going to be happen. Before the rainfall the thunders 1 or 2, for that sounds only we will just get feared of that, scary of that, isn't it? You know, but at that time the continuous thunders was happening beta. When the earth was formed for the first time beta, the continuous thunders was happening here. That is actually a light source, energy source beta here, no? And of course the energy source or the light source we can consider. Volcanic eruptions was happening, thunders was happening. The water was in a vaporized form beta, because beta temperature is around 800 to 900 degrees Celsius. When the 100 degrees Celsius temperature, if it is there only, the water will be in the vaporized form, isn't it? When you boil the water for above 100 degrees beta, the water will be in the which form? Vaporized form. At that time then the water will be obviously in a vaporized form here. So water is in a vaporized form. There was a no liquid water initially beta. Now we have a liquid water because our temperature is lower than 100 degrees Celsius. Just now I told you 40 to 47 that will be present, right? It will be varies from one place to the another place the temperature. Now, so that now the water is available in a liquid form. At that time there is a no liquid water initially because the temperature was very high beta. I am telling you the conditions when the earth was formed for the first time. Okay, I hope so you are imagining the things better, right? Next, fifth one, primitive atmosphere was there. It means as old atmosphere was a reducing atmosphere beta, in the sense there was no free oxygen available. Better remember, here the students will do mistakes for sure. The oxygen was available, right? First, when the earth was formed, the oxygen is available. Oxygen is present on the earth, but not in a free form. The oxygen was combined with other molecules better here. No, oxygen was not freely available, but oxygen is available. Very important point beta. You will find in my videos this type of crucial points or the critical points where you will do the mistakes actually here, no, right? Where you don't find these points in any other videos beta, right? So I'm not just telling like in this way, but you just go and watch my series, you will get to know the what is exactly NCERT is there, right? There is a no free oxygen available at that time, but oxygen is available for the first time when the earth was formed, but it was in the other, it was mixed with the other molecules, and the atmosphere was no stable atmosphere at that time. That's why we are calling this atmosphere is a reducing atmosphere. Now we are having oxidizing atmosphere better. In the sense, now in the atmosphere we have a free molecule of oxygen, right? That as the free molecule of oxygen is there, that's why we are inhaling happily, we are surviving here. If we were there at the time of reducing atmosphere, oxygen was not available in a free form. It was combined with other molecules better. So we cannot survive at that time only here. That is the reason why the first life is not formed when the earth was origin for the first time. Clear these points? Are you imagining? Now, when the earth was formed, there were some molecules like as a inorganic compounds. The inorganic compound like as a कौन है बेटा? Ammonia was there. Organic compound like as a whom here now? methane was there and the CO2 was there, right, in the atmosphere. But all this these gases was formed because of the volcanic eruptions was happening continuously. When the volcanic eruptions was happening continuously, some gases started to be released out of that. That will be as a CO2, NH3 and as well as a CH4. They will ask you this question, right, like as first inorganic compound which was found on the earth when the earth was formed, that is a kone beta. Inorganic will be the ammonia. Organic will be the whom here, no, that will be the first organic compound which was formed on the earth is about here, no, methane. Clear this point? And the CO2 was there here, and there was a hydrogen and helium in the gaseous form, it was there here, right. Plus sixth thing, there was a no ozone layer, right. Ozone layer was not there because at that time oxygen was not in a free form to form the ozone layer. It was mixed with some other molecules here. There was a no ozone layer. As ozone layer was not there, the UV rays are falling directly onto the earth, right. Ozone layer was not there, so UV light rays is going to be directly fall onto the earth here. And there was a no magnetic field at that time when the earth was formed for the first time, right. Next, eighth one, heavy metals was found in the earth core, we know that earth is now divided into as a three parts now, like as a crust, mantle and the core, right. In the core region they found the heavy metals like as iron and as well as the nickel. So all these they can able to frame the questions here. Okay, I repeat the points again, listen to me carefully. Imagine the things. There is a plain land area, earth has formed for the first time. There was volcanic eruptions was happening continuously, right. The temperature was around 800 to 900 degrees or more than 1000 degrees. Very hot the earth surface is there. Molten moss we can consider here, no. NCERT has used the word is molten. Molten, the word is nothing but hot, right. Volcanic eruptions is happening. Continuous thunders was happening here, no. The water was in a vaporized form. It cannot be in the liquid form because the temperature is more here. Because of volcanic eruptions, lot of gases and the chemicals are chemicals are releasing here, no. That will be the CO2 or maybe the inorganic like as ammonia, organic like as a methane. No ozone layer was formed, no magnetic field was there, and the heavy metals were iron and nickel was found for. Now let me see the origin of earth, how it is happened. In NCERT there is even some reaction is there. That reaction I am going to show in this slide. Imagine now this is a earth. Imagine now this is a earth. The earth is divided into as a three parts. As you know that in childhood you might have discussed, right. You might have known that point like as a crust, mantle and core, right. So imagine when the earth is forming, it was happened in the three steps like as lithosphere. The first land area was formed. Second, that is a formation of atmosphere. As we know that when the earth was formed, it was a reducing atmosphere, not a oxidizing atmosphere. It means as in NCERT they gave it as a no atmosphere. It means as reducing atmosphere. Oxygen was not available in a free form, but oxygen is available, right, but it was not in a free form. Third one is a formation of water, that is a hydrosphere, right. So lithosphere, atmosphere and as well as a hydrosphere. Imagine now this is a earth. NCERT has given this earth as a molten mass. If I am not wrong, you can see in the NCERT they have given it as a molten mass of earth. Molten, the word meaning itself a hot. When the earth was formed for the first time, there was around 800 to 900 degrees Celsius was there. Just now I have discussed all these things, right. There was a CO2 and there was a ammonia was there and there was methane was there and there was water also which was in a vaporized form, isn't it here, right. So when this water which was in a vaporized form, on this water, as we know that at that time the UV light rays was directly falling upon the earth, right, because we know that ozone layer was not there when the earth was formed for the first time, right. So now the UV rays are directly falling upon the earth because no ozone layer is there. As these UV rays which are directly falling upon the earth, the water which is in a vaporized form will be get break down into H2 plus O2, right? As you know that hydrolyzer of water, isn't it here? So this O2 is a hydrogen which is a lighter gas. Every point is given in the NCERT. I am just showing you in a reaction manner, right? So it is a lighter gas. So it started escaping into the upper region. As it started escaping into upper region, first time the atmosphere was formed, right? So the formation of atmosphere started because of this escaping of this H2 we can consider. Okay, now as I told you already, the O2 was not in a free form at that time, isn't it beta? O2 was not in a free form. So this O2 which is present here, it combined with the methane, right? And it combined with the ammonia, right? So when CH4 plus O2, if it is there, it will form a reaction like as CH4 is combining with the O2, it is going to form like as CO2 plus H2O. When ammonia is combining with oxygen, because oxygen was not in a free form, when it will be there, it was forming like as N2 plus H2O. Right? So this is a reaction which was formed, and this CO2 and as well as N2 also started slowly to be get escaped. So that made to the formation of the what here? No, atmosphere, right? First the land formation was happened, that is considering it as a lithosphere. Then the second, the atmosphere formation started because of escaping of these gases to the upper region of the earth, right? And this water which is there, this water is also in a which form at that time? The water was in a vaporizer form. So this water also, again the UV light rays fallen upon this one, right? Again the UV light rays is falling continuously upon this water, and this water continuously breaking down into as a H2 plus O2, and this H2 plus O2 which was happened, same, the escaping is happened, and again the same reactions was continuously happening for millions of years, right? The single reaction is happened for millions of years, that made these H2O, whenever the H2 and O2 is forming, slowly this O2 is broken down into as a O plus O, made to be get O2 get fused with this one O molecule, and it formed like as a started formation of what here? No, ozone layer. Started formation of what here? No, ozone layer. After some million years, then slowly the O3 formation was started because of this single reaction is continuously happening on the in the atmosphere, right? Where the atmosphere was forming continuously, and this O3, when the O3 formation was started, right? When the O3 formation was started, first time upon the earth, the ozone layer formation also was started. Imagine now this is a ozone layer, right? Ozone layer formation was started because of the O was available in the free form, so that O was combined with the O2 to form like as O3, and thereby the ozone layer formation was started. When the ozone layer formation was started, the UV light rays which is falling upon the earth has become now reduced. When the UV light rays falling upon the earth has become reduced, then the temperature of the earth has become now reduced. As we know that in the previous video I told you that in the Big Bang theory, once the Big Bang theory is happened, the temperature when the universe was expanding, right, the temperature slowly came down upon the earth and even in the universe also. Like in the same way, when the ozone layer formation was started upon the earth, still more the temperature has now came down, and the water which was in a vaporized form, right, the water which was in a vaporized form, that started now raining, right, that now started like as a raining continuously, right? When the earth was forming for the first time, beta, this is important point. When the earth was forming for the first time, earth is not formed like as a very flat actually. It was having a lot of pits was there here. Imagine, no? So somewhere the flat land area will be there, and somewhere the pits was there. Some regions where mountains will be formed here, right? Like this way, the earth was not formed in a flat when the lithosphere was forming, right? So because of these reactions, when the water started falling down as a rainfall, all these pits are now filled with the what here? No, water, because this rainfall was happened continuously from years together, right? Nowadays we will get the rainfall only for maybe 1 hour or 2 hours maximum, isn't it? But when the earth was formed for the first time, the rainfall was continuously happening for years together. That only made our earth now filled with this much of water, and this is the way how the first time the water has present on the water has oceans has formed on the earth. The first oceans or the seas which is formed on the earth, that is what we can consider it as a hydrosphere for the first time, because of this rainfall which was happened continuously throughout the years. As we know that our earth is covered maximum around 71% is filled with the water, and even only we have 29 or around 28% will be the land area which we are living now on this, right? But we have a maximum amount of water is present. So how that water has came upon the earth better? Because of this continuous years together, the rainfall which was happened, so all that has got filled in these pits which was present on the earth here, that made the formation of oceans and the seas for the first time. I think so you understood now. This is a third step which is calling it as a hydrosphere. So lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere. Now the earth has formed for the first time, then there was a iron and nickel was there, right? The heavy metals, like as I think so in the previous slide I had told you this point, right? Iron and nickels was first time has formed in the crust region, they have in the core region, they have observed it for the first time, right? So once this water was formed, and this water was also very hot beta, this is very important, the water which was formed because of this rainfall, at that time also it is a very hot, because still the temperature was very hot at that time when you compare to now actually, right? And this water, the scientists calling it as a Haldane, right? The scientists calling it as a Haldane, he called this water as a hot dilute soup. What he called here now beta? Hot dilute soup, or also called as prebiotic soup. He called it as also as a prebiotic soup. So in this water only the first time the origin of life is happen, right? So in the next video we will discuss about how the origin of life is happened in this water. Previous video, the part 1, I have discussed about the origin of universe. This is a video about the origin of earth. In the next video we will discuss about the origin of life in this water only, how the first time the life formation is happened, right? Okay, better. Next you can see here, right? So the origin of the earth was originated as a part of the which system beta? Solar system, which was formed for rotating a clouds of gases and the dust, calling it as a solar nebula. The earth, when it was formed for the first time, I have told you in the previous video, when the solar system was happening, the sun was formed in the middle, which was a hottest planet we can consider here. Later on, slowly around the sun, small planets was formed here. No, in that our third planet, I will call it as a what here, no? Earth. So it has happened because of the solar nebula condition, right? Next, the gravitational forces which was caused the earth, around the earth or on the earth, to made them to grow the size and become the earth to be get spherical. Clear this point here, no? Next, finally, after telling all these points, right? First of all, let me revise you the things here. I started this video with the origin of earth, right? And what is this general point? But here I made you one question. I hope so everyone has answered the question. I hope so everyone has answered my question in the comment section. Please like and share the video beta, right? Next, the conditions on earth, it has to be get imagined beta. It's a conjectured story here, right? Then after, how the earth conditions when it was beta, this is purely NCERT. I am not telling anything out of NCERT. NCERT point only I made it in a visualization way. That's it beta. Okay, says that there is an interplay of physics on the earth, chemistry and as well as a biology, which is shaping our planet. Can I say the gravitational forces is nothing but the physics it is involving here, the chemical reactions which is happening here, it is a chemistry it is involving here, and the first life which was happening in the water, I can consider it is related to the biological evolution, isn't it here? No? So because of all these three things which is happening on this earth, our planet has got now formed, right? I hope so this video is very clear for you, the small topic calling it as the origin of earth, right? Isn't it better? Any more doubts if you have according to this, please comment me in the below, right? I can able to answer you here. and please watch the next video of evolution series. For sure you will not regret watching these videos better. And thank you.